Hello everyone, this is Carmondia and today we are going to be playing Legends of Arkain. This time, we're starting the first Undead book. Let's go! Chapter 1, Rise of the Dead. Aridon the Watcher and the Dreadlord Largoth stand on the top of the Dead Mountain and discuss their plans. Half of the Kingdom of Lore has fallen before the power of the demons. Only a few Imperials resist the attack of their arch-enemies while the rest have already left. The Dead Mountain, center of the operations of the Undead, lies only slightly behind the actual front of the Empire, which is going to be abandoned soon. The Undead must make their move before the demons reach the Dead Mountain. It's only a matter of time until the humans lose this kingdom, Aridon. We have to block the passage to the Dead Mountain before this happens, or it won't be long until the demons invade us and we can defeat their full power with our current forces. I know. So what's your plan then? Stand around and wait for the end? The Imperials have already declared someone to lead their resistance forces, and many more of their troops will arrive shortly. We will ensure that they will defend us. Will we now? How? You have forbidden the use of my powers as a Dreadlord to manipulate others. You will use an old ritual to enter the mind of Salier Cleavehand, the leader of the Imperial army in this area, and make him move his armies right next to the Dead Mountain. Enter his mind. You want me to waste my time like that, Aridon? You know that using my powers would... No! You will be allowed to use your powers again, but not yet. It's too soon. I'm not your pet lich. You accepted this when you joined me, Largoth. Now carry out my order. Very well, lich. But don't blame me for all this... for all the time this will take compared to my powers. You return, my loyal servant. Report. Everything has been prepared, Master. The Splaseer Nexus is fully activated and ready to fulfill your every desire. Rohandir has left to complete your mission. Good. What about the other Nexus? They are being guarded by the rogue Nerubians and the Orc clan living in this area, Master. They're cut off. I see. I'll have dealt with this problem shortly, Master. I will deal with this matter myself, Crom. Come, we have work to do. So now we can control Aridon the Watcher and Crom the Immortal. They are really cool guys, except that I hate Aridon with the burning passion of 1,000 suns. You will soon know why, but first let's just get started. So, the Undead faction in Legends of Arkain is different from the one in Warcraft 3. First, the ghouls can't harvest lumber in Legends of Arkain. In the first Undead book, the acolytes are the ones that harvest lumber. And in the true story, and in the second Undead book, skeleton lumberjacks harvest lumber. Undead, destroy them. So the Icewind clan is here, actually. They are an orc clan, but not much is known about them, other than the fact that they chose a very poor place to live. And we have Aridon here, who is part of the Undead faction. He's the leader, actually. We know that Aridon has 3 siblings, Barizel, who is Brian, and Tregak, who is Largoth, but that's a spoiler for this story. But we know that from the second Orc book. Or actually, do we know that from the second Orc book? Well, it was kind of implied, but I think the actual revelation that Largoth is Tregak comes at the end of the second Undead book, so... forget I said anything. Alright, I need one more acolyte and then I'm going to upgrade my necropolis here to a Hall of the Dead. Meanwhile, I have one ghoul here.
Where shall my blood be
You harvest lumber, and you will get a graveyard?
Yes, master.
We still need graveyards.
I bow to your will.
And then let's get another
My fate is sealed.
crypt. And we have to activate 4 Nexi in order to activate the Undead Legion. You have to bring Aridon close to a necropolis to activate that nexus. You are now able to train necromancers. Necromancers are very useful in this mission because ghouls leave corpses behind. Okay, let's cripple this fine gentleman. Meanwhile, I want to activate this. Let's get some acolytes on gold, on lumber, never mind. I don't have a gold mine here.
I'll see to it.
So, yeah, I don't like Aridon. I don't want to go off on a rant about him just yet. You will soon learn my distaste for the undead. First, the undead are all controlled by Aridon. Very few undead have the capacity to rebel against him, and those who have the capacity to actually say no to Aridon would not dream of betraying him. I'm thinking of Crom here, who is part of the old race that once ruled Arkain, and Rohandir, who also does not want to betray Aridon, at least in this timeline. In the true story, it's a bit more ambiguous. So yeah, why do I hate Aridon? He is a paranoid, obsessed control freak. I mean, you could say that about the entire 4, I guess, so you could say that about Barizel or Tregok. We don't know how Zindrak acted, so we know who Aridon is, obviously, and we also know how Barizel acts normally. I mean, that's not entirely true either, because Brian right now is a special case. It's not entirely Barizel. He is Barizel and Lord Brian fused together into a third person, basically. So the original Barizel was a bit different than the Brian we know, but we have a general idea of how Barizel and Aridon done things back in the day. And obviously we know how Tregok acted, but we don't know anything about Zindrak, because remember, Zindrak is the demon god. He got torn apart. And he is definitely dead, so... Well, who needs a spider ring? I'd say Crom needs one, because he is an agility-based hero. Power of Death is an ability Crom lost in the true story. It's basically a mass heal. Aridon has Power of Death in the true story, but I think it's more useful on Crom, because we have, well, 2 or 3 missions where we can control Aridon. But Crom is generally available most of the time. Like, I'm counting, well, Crom at least has 4 or 5 macro missions tied to him. which means that Power of Death, this very good mass heal, is more useful on him than on Aridon. Of course, lore-wise, it makes more sense that Aridon has it. Obviously, he is the master of the undead. So yeah, right now we are slaughtering these Nerubians and Orcs. This is a good introduction mission to the whole undead faction. I really like this mission. Of course, this is not my favorite mission in the first Undead book. That has to be Bloodbath, the last mission. That's going to be insanely fun, but we'll talk about that mission when we get there. Let's throw down a heal here, and then I need more ghouls. My tech tree is extremely limited right now, but it will be better as the mission progresses. There is an orc base up here that we eventually will have to take out, but first we need to activate all of the Nexi. So I'm going to take Lightning Bolt level 2 because I don't have single target stuns. I mean, I already had level 1 Lightning Bolt, but level 2 is better because it's a much bigger nuke. It's kind of like Stormbolt, but it's instantaneous, so that's why I think
What must I do? That is your wish.
it's the best part of Aridon's kit, because these skeletons, they are not bad, but they are mediocre at best. And then here comes another orc attack. This time the Icewind clan is attacking with a Blade Master, Kinos. Another interesting thing is there are a few Blade Masters in this level. Those Blade Masters are very well hidden, but they drop useful stuff, so I'll hunt them down eventually. So now I can make Banshees. Banshees are not that great right now, mainly because they don't have possession. Banshees are incredible when they have possession, but when they do not have that, Curse is okay, it's powerful, especially against champions, but
As the shadow wills.
Anti-Magic Shell on this mission is nothing to write home about. The Nerubians aren't offensive spellcasters. The Seers can raise dead, but the Banshees can't do anything about that. They can only prevent enemy spells from landing on your units. Kronk can throw down another heal, and then these Necromancers can raise dead whenever they feel like. And then you two join the attack. I'm going to get meat wagons, and then this is the toughest nexus to get because you have to climb a mountain where you have terrain disadvantage all the time, which is not good. Let's
I bow to your will.
repair these spirit towers. Tower spamming is a little bit more complicated with the undead than with the human and orc factions, because they, one, require blighted land to build these ziggurats, which can then turn into spirit towers, and two, spirit towers are large, very large.
My life for Nezul.
So it's a bit more complicated than with the other factions, but hopefully we won't have to tower spam that much. Press X to doubt. So let's get level 2 Power of Death, because again, healing is very powerful in this game. Healing spells are probably the most powerful spells in the entirety of, well, Warcraft 3, but Legends of Arkain for sure. Just think of the Paladin and the other heroes that can heal. Starfall is also very powerful in Arcane, just because there are so many units all the time on the field. The enemy attacks with 20-25 units all the time, and then Starfall is an AoE spell. AoE spells in general are very strong in Arcane. Let's get some more ghouls, and that is all I can get right now. Let's get some more banshees and necromancers. Dealing with these Nerubian towers is not that complicated, it's just very slow, because we don't have meat wagons. Okay, Crumb can just keep attacking. Go, go, go. I could cast an Unholy Frenzy on Aridon. He has 35 to 41 attack damage, which is very good. Meanwhile, let's take care of this. Let's get another crypt. You're not really constrained by money in this mission, so you can just afford to keep throwing money at the problem when there is a problem, but I think we'll manage. So we have these meat wagons now. Meat wagons are very good siege units. Now the next step would be to kill Kazor. He is going to be a prominent character in this story,
My might cannot be matched.
but not right now. Right now he is just a side quest. So choices don't really affect the story that much in the second Undead book.
I'll consume the living.
So whatever we do in the first Undead book, it won't affect all that much in the second Undead book. Like, there are obviously some consequences to your actions. For example, if we let Harantil live in this mission, then in the second Undead book there will be, oh no, retreat.
My might cannot be matched. Speak.
Some differences, like Harantil will be level 4 when we eventually get control of him. When we can take control of Harantil, he will be level 4, and I think that's it. And that's not much, because he starts at level 3 anyway. Which is good enough already. And he can get to level 4 naturally. So you're not missing out on anything by killing him.
Might cannot be matched.
And killing him does grant us control of him in the last Undead mission.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Alright.
This better.
I actually like Harantil Kazor, so it's a bit sad to kill him. Especially since he only wanted freedom for his people, but Aridon has decided that the Nerubians have lived for long enough. You see, that's why I hate Aridon. He raised a zombie army that is tied to his will.
Feel the venom of
And then he acts like he is the
I have heard the summons.
He is the all-knowing god of Arcane, while he is just ruled by the same emotions that every other being is ruled by in Arcane. Greed, power, ambition,
The restless
petty grudges.
as the shadow.
Like, Gardon is a monster, and Damari is not much better than Gardon, but at least they admitted that they are not infallible or all-knowing. Aridon acts like he has the moral high ground all the time, which is not true at all. Let's take this gold mine and then get some more ghouls.
Feel the venom of Naru must be.
Let's go. It is really unfortunate that I'm forced to use ghouls here because they aren't that great, but it is what it is. It is better than fighting Red Fist faction, that's for sure. I still have some PTSD from from Horse and Rider when, you know, I had to fight 6 or 7 enemy human bases and one of them had that Red Fist base, or a Red Day where we had to fight Fox. Fortunately, the Undead never fight the Red Fist faction, so I'm safe. We will get to fight the Golden Guard though, which will be interesting. Got some slaughterhouses here, let's make some meat wagons. In theory I had meat wagons, but I might have lost them. Let's go. I'm sorry, Harel. Your time is up. Ah, our former masters have come because they fear the power of the Nerubians. We'll never be your slaves again, ignorant creature. You did me a favor with your little rebellion, which would never have happened without me allowing it. In your attempt to break free, you've hatched more Nerubians than your enslaved brothers. Diabolical, Aridon. You shall all serve me in death. No! No, this can't be. Foolish creature. I ordered you to rebel in the first place, so you would be motivated to create an army. You thought you could create an army powerful enough to defeat the army your enslaved brothers provided me with. Instead, thanks to you, I'll have even more undead at my disposal. Crumb makes sure that the corpses will all be collected. With pleasure, Master. Alright, let's get that Hood of Cunning. And give it to Crumb, because Aridon, as I said, will not be playable in the foreseeable future. Let's go back. I am maxed out, so what I'm going to do is take some of my ghouls to scout around. I have these meat wagons at my disposal.
Our forces are under attack.
You will need to break through some trees.
I have heard the summons.
Eventually.
My might cannot be matched.
They are a little confused. Warcraft 3 pathing is famously bad with these ramps, but not as much as StarCraft 1 pathing. And it has its charm, because, you know, in StarCraft 2, everything moves perfectly all the time, so death bowling is a thing. Warcraft 3's imperfect pathing has its quirks and charms, and it makes the game unique, so I'm not bothered by it.
My might cannot be matched.
I think with these forces, I could probably take the Orc clan on now.
Heard the summons.
I could destroy their base with meat wagons and ghouls and banshees and necromancers, but I don't want to skip any of the Nexi, so let's awaken this as well. Here's one of the Blade Masters I've talked about. Malar Planestrider. I am back to serve my master. So Harel is here. somewhere.
Our forces
He's
are
here.
under attack.
He has Unholy Aura, Carrion Swarm, and Cripple. All of them are very good spells. Let's give Crom the Sobi Mask if I can find him. And then let's go.
Our forces are under attack.
By who? Oh yes, the high ground stuff. This is what I was talking about. The Icewind clan has these fortifications on the high ground, which makes awakening this nexus a pain, but it's fine. I'll leave some ghouls here so that they can defend from an attack wave if the Icewind clan decides to attack us. They'll be there. Here's the other Blade Master. I don't actually remember what he drops, but I know he's hidden behind trees. The Dead Mountain is actually a pretty cool place.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
I have to say it's pretty and also haunting. Hauntingly beautiful, yeah, that's the correct way to describe it. Please move out of the way, ghouls. I want my meat wagons here. Thank you. Meat wagons are slightly worse than the humans' catapults, but only slightly. And only because they don't have the magic attack that human catapults have. Let's go. Kakuzu, another Blade Master. Champion. Aridon, please. Heal. And then you're not the real one, right? Because you're not dealing damage. Well, maybe you are the real one. Let's get some more ghouls. And then once I awaken all of the Nexi, I'll get Abominations, which is very nice, because Abominations are very good units. Alright, Harantel, I don't want to lose you, buddy, so I'll just keep you here. Meanwhile, what did you drop? Gloss of Spell Mastery and the Rune of Restoration. So what can you do? Okay, it's a Mantle of Intelligence with Control Magic. I mean, that's good, that's fine. Nothing exceptional, but that's good. All of the ghouls should come up here, and then this is a very, very difficult path.
Our forces are under attack.
You're just forced to take this aggression because you can't retaliate. The high ground has a 50% miss chance, and also you don't have vision up there, so it's very, very difficult to get up here. Believe me. Also, the other problem is that my units stop if they are on attack move to attack these catapults in the high ground, which is not ideal at all. Okay, Crom, use your healing. It's actually good to have intelligence on Crom because he can spam Power of Death. Let's go, let's go. First catapult goes down.
Our forces are under attack.
I'll send these meat wagons home so that they can get repaired by my acolyte. Where? No, no. Alright, guys. I need my reinforcements. I've lost everything somehow. Let's cripple this guy, stun him. Keep attacking. We just need to get up here. That's all we need. Let's go. Let's destroy this demolisher. Again, nothing is known about the Icewind clan, other than the fact that they chose a very poor place to live. Meanwhile, we're getting up there. We are getting up there, guys. Alright. Heal. And then nuke this grunt. Keep attacking. We're getting there. Hang in there, Aridon. You deserve this, buddy. Okay, let's not lose him, though. That'd be bad. Heal. And then get more ghouls. Alright. Let's go and destroy this demolisher. And they are focusing Aridon exclusively, which is not good. I'm going to lose Aridon here. Oh yes, I did lose him. Okay, it's time to get him back. Heal up. And then run away, Crumb. At least to a place where you are not getting shot at. Here? Yep. But you followed him. Congratulations. Well, that's not a good place to hide then. Again, we need Aridon to awaken the Nexi, so please stop. Why are you still following me? What have I ever done to you? I mean, yeah, I kind of did slaughter your entire clan, but why did you decide to live on this desolate mountain? Oh, and now you're turning back. Fine. Let's send some ghouls up here. Aridon is back. We have some spellcasters here. Let's group them up. And then I'll make another attempt in taking this hill. Fortunately, I've taken out these demolishers, so they won't harass my units anymore. As I said, I don't really like Aridon, but I like Crom. Crom is a really chill dude, and pun intended. Alright. You start harvesting lumber.
My talents are yours.
Again, it's an interesting design decision that ghouls can't harvest lumber in Arkain.
Our forces are under attack.
And crypts, just rally here.
Speak.
We're getting up this hill.
Time is fleeting.
This is pain. This entire area is just sadistic.
Speak.
Go, go, go.
I'll consume the living.
Alrighty. We're back. Destroy this. Heal. Stun that. And we are done. Yes. Finally, we're up. Let's destroy these. Tower of Death. And now I am able to train Crypt Fiends. Crypt Fiends are really cool units. All Nexus are under our control, Master. Good. Now let's deal with this orc problem. They've been living on this mountain long enough. Once they are dead, the mountain shall become a fortress of the undead. No demon shall enter or open portals here. Cleansing. Destroy the orc base. You are now able to train abominations. The Icewind clan remind me of the Frostwolf clan, who are the good guys in Warcraft. So I feel kind of bad for slaughtering them, but we are kind of playing as the bad guys here. I don't mean that the undead are the main villains of Legends of Arkain, because they aren't. The demons are. But the undead are not that much better than the demons. If we have to be really honest with ourselves, the demons and the undead are both genocidal. And their leaders are both maniacs. So, again, if the undead won this conflict, it wouldn't be all that better, so I feel like the undead are the secondary antagonists of Arkain, despite the fact that they claim that they are doing this for the good of Arkain, or, well, not the good of Arkain, the balance of Arkain, whatever that means. Because if you really think about it hard, if you keep every race equally balanced on Arkain, won't that just perpetuate the war? At least Brian, you know, Aridon's sibling, Gardon and Damari's master, tried to make peace on Arkain. You're going to be Group 1, by the way. He arguably united the orcs and also made sure that the humans are united via Gardon. So he also made sure that the orcs and humans wouldn't slaughter each other. He convinced Gardon to make a pact with Amari. So Brian has done plenty of good, while Aridon, I feel like, didn't do anything but harm. Anyway, enough about Aridon. The Icewind clan has a base here, and they are very strong, but Crypt Fiends, Ghouls, and Banshees and Necromancers will be more than enough to deal with them. Let's get some Necromancers, rally them all here, and then I have some meat wagons. You're going to be Group 3, rally up here, and again, I have so much money I can afford to just keep throwing money at the problem until, well, it disappears. Let's group up. I'm waiting for my meat wagons here. Meat wagons can store corpses, and those corpses can make a huge difference when you're going for necromancers, but right now I've got only one necromancer, so I feel like that's not necessary. Everybody go up. Awesome. Oh, Harentel, obviously. We can't leave you out. And then let's go.
What does the shadow will?
Good sir, you have to leave. This is our property. So after this friendly conversation, we politely ask the orcs to go away, and after they leave, we can finally focus on committing more meaningless murder. Just the way Aridon likes it. Let's get some more necromancers. Well, the orcs are very strong, but I'm stronger. Harentel's abilities are not tied to QWER. Okay, that wasn't the real Akinos. Let's get some banshees and then more crypt fiends. And keep attacking. We're breaking through them. Slowly, very slowly, but surely. This is a meat grinder, but again, we're playing Legends of Arkain. What did you expect? Okay, another champion. Let's get some more stuff. It doesn't matter what, just make it. And then I could make abominations, but like, what's the point? There's literally no point in making them. Remember, orc buildings have spiked armor, which means that they deal back the damage you deal with to them if you are melee, and abominations are melee, so I don't see the point, honestly. Abominations are really good, but this is not the mission for them. Also, it's just pointless, I've already won at this point. We've got some ghouls coming. You continue the attack. You can throw down another heal crumb. Stun this guy. Cripple him. Crack is a really powerful version of Cripple, the third spell of the Necromancers. It's really good, but Crumb has better abilities, so I don't think I'll level up that anytime soon. Carrion Swarm is also a good AoE ability. Usually Dreadlords have it, but I guess Harentel has it for some reason as well. And Harentel has chaos damage, which means he deals extra damage to buildings. I mean normal damage to buildings. Because siege damage deals extra damage to buildings and chaos damage deals normal damage to everything, while other units deal reduced damage to buildings. Alright, the Dead Mountain is officially ours. We have taken care of the orc problem. I guess this is the end of the Icewind clan, because we won't see them anymore. They haven't been in the second orc book or the first orc book, and we are not going to see them ever again. So I assume we wiped out the entire clan. For the balance, or something. You see, Aridon likes to justify his actions by saying he does it for the balance of Arkain, but I did it for the balance is just double speak for I did it because I wanted to do it. For some reason. Alright. We are breaking through this base. And I promise you, the Aridon rent is over. I'm not going to spend the entire series complaining about Aridon. And again, the story is really good in the first and second Undead books as well. Even though the second Undead book is shorter than the rest of the second books, it's still very good. And there are plenty of likable characters in the Undead faction as well. For example, Rohandir, Krom, even Saphira is likable, I'd say. Even though Saphira doesn't have a lot of agency in what she does, because she is mind-controlled by Rohandir all the time, passively. She really doesn't have a choice whether she wants to serve the Undead or not. It's interesting. I'll talk about Saphira a lot more in the next mission. Well, not the next mission, in the third mission of this campaign, because that's where she'll... Alright, main quest completed, cleansing.
What's done is done.
We'll take a slow look at all we have achieved here. We'll be back on this map in the second Undead book's first chapter. We'll be defending the Dead Mountain from the Demon Legions. The Dead Mountain is once again under your full control, Master. All who challenged your power now serve as your warriors. Excellent. It's time for our next move then. Attacking the human garrison at the entrance of the mountain, right? Indeed, the Imperials would notice that something is going on here as soon as we started building our fortress. Once Largot has completed his work, the other humans won't even bother wasting any resources to find out what happened to their garrison. What if he fails you, Master? In that case, you'd get something special to hunt, Crom. Also, I've prepared a second plan centuries ago. In the end, it doesn't matter. The humans will be too busy with the demons while we remain unnoticed. And that was it, so... Thank you guys for watching this video. And next time we'll be entering General Cellier Cleavehand's mind. Remember in the first human book, there was... You know, it was hinted at that Cellier is being mind-controlled. Now we'll find out what happened exactly. Until then, take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.